The most memorable moment of the 2014 season. I actually have two of them. Of course, you know, us beating Chico State in the Elite Eight. You know, helping us get over that hump from 2013, where we lost that previous year in the Elite Eight. So beating them and getting over that hump and getting to the Final Four, that was definitely a blessing, and it definitely a memorable moment, especially the way the game went. It was the late game of the night. You don't have too much fan support, although the fans that did travel and support us, we definitely appreciated it. Of course, our family, but the fans that weren't family that came to support us, we definitely appreciated it. But yeah, it was a great time because we win that game by 15 or so points. That's the late game of the night, so you wait all day to play. Have shoot around and things like that. Shoot around, scouting report, and film, and wait around all day to actually go out there and execute. Which fortunately we did. So that was a great experience. I would say the second most memorable moment of that season would definitely be the GRU Augusta game at Augusta for the regular season championship. Man. A great atmosphere. A great team and GRU Augusta. They matched us up pretty well, but we overcame a lot of adversity. I think that game showed the true character of our team. We definitely were resilient, and we pushed through all adversity to get through that win. And it was a interesting game because it started off really slow for us, and went down by 20, and then to end up winning by 8 or 9. Went down by 20 in the first half to end up winning by 8 or 9 to finish the game. I mean, that just shows the true character of a team when they're willing to fight and battle back, and that's who we were. We fought pretty hard. We played hard. We played for one another. No selfish egos on the team. It was just a great year all around, man. And to finish how we did, it is appreciated. Of course, we wanted to finish with the title. Our eyes were set on the title the entire year, especially finally breaking through and making it to the Elite Eight in 2013 for the first time in school history. We wanted to not only take it a step further in that next year, but we wanted to win the ultimate goal. But unfortunately, we fell short, and we can take the experiences that we had during that season to fuel us in other parts of our lives. But I definitely thank God for those experiences because not a lot of people get a chance to do so. 2014, most of our senior years, as I've said before, was very special. And reason being is because we didn't have a bunch of selfish guys on our team. We had guys that wanted to win, and that's why we had so much success. Not just going to the Final Four, but having a 33-4 record, and breaking all of these school records and I believe some conference records as well. You talk about guys that have accomplished so much individually, and Paul Larson and Devontae Wright and Alvin Brown and myself, to put those things aside and focus on a greater goal in winning a national championship. You don't experience that on a lot of teams, and I've talked to several of my teammates, other guys that I've known from back home that have had experiences in college, and they're dealing with selfish guys or coaching difficulties, whatever the case may be. But we didn't have any of that. We did face some adversity, but we always found a way to get through it, and we did it as brothers, and that's what made that year so special. Talking about all those things that led us to getting to the Final Four. I believe that was the most important part of us getting there, is of us being selfless and not thinking about ourselves first, and thinking of how could we help ourselves win, using our individual talents. And bring them all together as one. So that's one thing that I'm certainly grateful for. Pretty sure Coach Alexander feels the same way about being our coach. But yeah, that was definitely a much appreciated time. Definitely looking back and being able to share those experiences and remember those things for a lifetime. We were able to say that we have records and USC Aiken history, and we have things to show for it as well. The road to the Final Four. Oh man, that was a great year. That was the best year in school history. Still to this day, we unfortunately had a hiccup at the beginning of the season. Lost to a team in Puerto Rico, which we had no business losing to. I myself take partial blame for that, being a leader on the team. But we lost the first game of the season, and I think we lost one more shortly after that. I can't remember exactly when. Then we had our hiccup against GRU Augusta on our only conference loss that entire season. But other than those 3 losses, we didn't lose another game that entire year until the Final Four, until we lost by 3 to West Liberty, playing for a spot in the national championship game. That game still bothers most of my brothers to this day. We talk about it in passing, and it still hurts, but